Good morning. This is Pastor Jason of Kona Faith Center with a word for today. And the word for today is Sabbath. I was really caught by the word Sabbath today in Ezekiel. God said he gave them a Sabbath as a sign between God and man so that man would know that it is the Lord who makes man holy. He said to keep the Sabbath holy so that you will know that he is the Lord my God. Jesus said the Sabbath was made for man, not man for the Sabbath. Now, when I was a kid, stores, businesses, nothing was open on Sunday. Sunday was the day to go to church, to come home, to be with family. When we were in Israel on the Sabbath, everything shut down, even the traffic. One of my favorite memories was walking by one of the Orthodox neighborhoods and hearing the men singing on their way to and their way from synagogue and hearing their children call them Abba. Terry and I make an effort to do nothing on Sundays but go to church and come home. I purposely do not work on projects, although I'm tempted to on a regular basis. How much work is it really to throw the garbage can in the truck, go to the dump? But I don't. I know from experience that I have a better week when I just come home and rest after church. I'm grateful that God in his goodness commands a day of rest for us. I remember going to the store once on a Sunday and ran into a guy that I know that's on the legalistic side of Christianity, and he made a comment about how I shouldn't be in the store on a Sabbath. As much as I wanted to fire back, "What about you?" I felt Holy Ghost conviction. Keep the Sabbath holy. Keep the Sabbath set apart for God. Now, I know a pastor here in Kona that really takes this to the extreme. On his Sabbath, other than go to church, he doesn't leave his house. He doesn't watch TV. He spends extra time reading his word. He spends extra time worshiping. He spends extra time just sitting in the Lord's presence. And it's a little extreme, I know, but man, once again, when he shared that with me, that was convicting. Do I really set aside a day for the Lord with no other agenda? Do I really keep the Sabbath because I know that it is the Lord who makes me holy? Do I really keep the Sabbath holy, or do I set time aside for church and the rest of the time for me? Now, I don't want to get legalistic, and I certainly don't want to put more on myself than God is asking me to. But I do want to keep the Sabbath as a day set apart for God. Show us, Lord, each of us, just a 1-degree change that will please you regarding our keeping the Sabbath holy. The word for today is Sabbath. God bless. Check in tomorrow.